Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. I know it's been probably a while since I've been on here. I mean, we're nearly halfway through January somehow already. But you know how it is, in December and then January everything goes a bit crazy, the silly season and time just seems to go by pretty fast. Yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and just share a quick dream. It's not a very long dream, so hopefully this video won't be too long. But I just felt like it had an important message. But unfortunately, I think we all already understand, and so yeah, I'll just kind of talk about it, and then I'll talk about it. So, I had this dream at the end of last year, actually. Yeah, and it was quite a simple dream. So just in my dream, I was asleep, which, you know, um, and then it was an alarm clock that was going off, um, probably because I was probably already aware that I had to get up, and I hate getting up, especially early. But yeah, no, I had an alarm clock, which is really weird because I don't even have an alarm clock. So I felt like that was kind of weird. It kind of looked like, I remember when I was a kid we used to have alarm clocks, but as most of you probably know in yourself, you use your phone. So I felt like that was kind of weird that it was an actual alarm clock, and it looked similar to the one I remember having as a kid. That's why I know what it looks like, because other than that, I have, you don't see alarm clocks, so I guess that's why I knew what it was, which sounds a little bit, silly, but unfortunately, us slightly younger generations, because of the technology, there's some things we don't even know, like what they are and stuff. So yeah, that's the only reason I kind of knew what it was. Yeah, and I just remember that the alarm was going off, and I remember that there was nothing significant about the time on the alarm clock or anything like that. But I was trying to turn it off in my dream, and I couldn't turn it off. Like, I kept trying to, and like there was things that were happening that were preventing me from like turning off this alarm clock. And anybody who knows what it's like to have an alarm clock go off understands that there's a little bit of frustration with that, but that's, not the point. And it's just, in my dream, I felt like it was Abba Father that was stopping me from turning off the alarm. And I just felt like, when I was trying to turn off the alarm, that he was kind of saying to me that basically that I can't turn off the alarm, that everyone needed to hear the alarm, and because people need to wake up because they're still asleep. So yeah, that was basically the dream. So it's like, a really short dream, but I just felt like it was quite significant, and like the more I kind of thought about it, and the more I kind of, I prayed a bit about it, and I just felt like, because sometimes you have dreams that are short, but it's like it really kind of sticks, and it's kind of the importance of it, the message of it, if that's right, the right wording, um, and the other thing I kind of got from it as well is, I felt like he was saying everyone needed to hear this alarm, but I also feel like, as much as non-believers obviously don't really understand what's going on, and especially in terms of prophecy and things like that, and they don't really see spiritual things, or maybe they do and they ignore them. I don't know. Um, I felt like that was more talking about the people of God, the believers, you know, I was gonna say children of God, but you know, I probably shouldn't say that because I think some of obviously the believers are tares, and so I don't think they're really children of God. Anyway, but that's another thing, obviously. But yeah, so I've been spending 2 weeks thinking about this dream anyway, and I just felt like it was important to kind of share that. But unfortunately, we would all know people around us that aren't awake, and you even if you talk to people and you would even say to them, are you awake? They'd kind of look at you funny. Some people understand what you're talking about, and then there's other people that just have no idea, and they're like, they don't understand. They think you're talking about consciousness. Well, it is about consciousness, but not just whether, it's not just the dichotomy of being asleep and dreaming and being awake, like, as I am right now, at least as I think I am anyway. But that's getting too philosophical, going into that kind of debate. But I think we all know people that are still sleeping, unfortunately, and I think it's more important for those who are believers to not be awake. So anyways, I just felt like that was basically the problem, is more the believers than the non-believers, unfortunately. And there might be some people that kind of do know what's going on but don't understand what I mean by being awake. Awake just basically means you understand everything that's kind of going on, and that because our lives are very much like the Matrix. Like, there's so much that's just fake in our world. I think I heard someone say it the best when they said, everything, while you're in the fish tank, everything seems normal. It looks like a fish tank, until you actually jump out of the fish tank, and then you're kind of like, there's a whole nother world here, like, that I couldn't see before. And I think sometimes, like, when you're reborn, into Christ and everything, that's when you kind of jump out of the fishbowl. And for most people, not all people, as I say that, because there are some believers that are still unfortunately asleep, but once you get out of the fishbowl, there is an entirely different world that we live in. But I probably don't need to tell some of you guys that. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, I pray that you guys will pray and seek the truth. And obviously that's the most important thing to pray for above all other things, is to always pray for the truth and pray that Abba Father, that He'll reveal the truth to us, because it's only Him that does it. Like, when I pray, for something, especially, truth, or to understand a specific thing, there's so much more that just you understand, I think that's basically all. And I'm still having regular dreams, and I feel like I seem to be getting a few dreams, like, on the Sabbath. Of late, I seem to be getting them on the Sabbath. I don't know if that's important or not, or but I think that's about it. But I pray that you're all well, and I'm sorry again that I haven't really been on here. I don't even know the last time that I basically was on here. Just so busy, especially because I work in retail and everything like that. The end of the year and the start of the year, it's just really crazy, and I'm just working a lot. So I haven't, unfortunately, had the chance. But I'm always thinking of you guys, and I'm always thinking of my brothers and sisters, and so it's hard when I don't always get to talk to people and stuff like that. But I know that you guys are always watching my videos, and I love all you guys, and I pray that you know, maybe this message might reach someone, you know, because, you know, I just pray, you know, there's a reason why I think Abba Father gives me certain dreams and certain messages, and when he wants me to say certain things to certain people, and I just kind of felt like, you know, maybe this might help someone, and that it might be good to share it, or at least share the message, because, you know, time is just, it's running very short, you know, and unfortunately those who are sleeping don't understand that, or don't recognize that, or, you know, see where we are kind of in the Bible, and prophetically speaking and everything like that, which is really sad. But there's a lot going on. I mean, even what's going on with Israel at the moment, and everything in the Middle East, it's yeah, I might just leave it there though. Obviously you guys are, I hope, you know, watching, and, you know, because we're, as I've said in videos before, we are commanded to watch, and we are commanded to know what's going on, and there's a reason for that. Like, we need to be aware of everything that's going on. Yeah, so I also just wanted to add, if I'm not on here again for a while, which could potentially happen, Abba willing, like, it's all up to him really, you know, whether he wants me to talk about something or not, but also because I'm actually expecting, so the next couple of months might be really really fun. So just if I'm not on here, like, you know, I don't think anyone will really worry, but you know, if I'm not on here, it's that's probably why, because the next 6 months I've got just 5 months, the next 5 months. Yeah, so you guys understand how quickly time gets away from you. So if I'm not on here, that's basically why. But obviously, Abba willing, I pray that I can be on here soon, and you know, share stuff with you, because I think it's important, you know, like things like prophecy and that. Like, I don't have the gift of prophecy, but things like that, you know, they're supposed to edify the body and help the body. So I just pray that, you know, some of my dreams might help someone, or, you know, like, only he knows. I don't know. I just, you know, do what I do when I get told to do it, and basically, and I've got a lot of other things going on as well that Abba Father wants me to be doing right now. I'm doing a lot of study and a lot of other things for him as well. So if I don't get on here, that's why. I'm sorry, I'll say that again. But I love you all, and, you know, Abba willing, you know, hopefully I see you guys soon. I don't know, you know, hopefully, you know, this year, scripturally, like, you know, Revelation 12 and everything like that. So which if you guys don't know, you should look up Revelation chapter 12, you know, because that should be fulfilled this September. So I was about to say fun times. Fun's not really the word. I'm sorry. I do have pregnancy brain, so unfortunately my thoughts aren't as together as they might otherwise be. So I apologize for that. But I should go. I don't have anything else to say at the moment anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I pray you all are well, and please, guys, pray for your brothers and sisters. Especially, like, obviously there's a lot of persecuted brothers and sisters overseas, you know, so just keep each other in your prayers, and you know, try, like, I think it's important that we should try to help people wake up, but you know, always pray first. No matter what we do, it should be in the spirit, not in the flesh, and that comes through praying for help, because Abba Father is really the one that opens people's eyes, not us. So, you know, just pray for each other, and pray for those that are still sleeping, that they might wake up before it's too late. Yeah, alright. I love you guys, and hopefully I will speak to you guys again soon. But until then, stay safe, and I love you all. Okay, bye.